everyone. So I thought maybe it was about time to give a garden update. It's spring right now, and today is maybe the first real spring day we've had. It's been so cold and terrible lately, the weather, so I thought maybe today would be a good day for that. There's a mess in my house, but I hope that everybody's doing okay with this entire COVID thing. We are home basically full time. The kids are home. Schools might be opening soon, so that situation's probably going to change. But it is a little windy outside, so I really hope that the wind sound isn't so bad. But it's the only warm day we've had, and there's stuff going on. So, yeah. Enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start. Oh, God, to start to blow. Yeah. I'm going to start with the beginning of the garden. As you can see, we've planted some baby, here we call them tulips, some hedges, and of course trampoline's still here, but that is going to go very soon. We also have patches of grass that we're trying to grow, and I honestly do not know if the seeds are going to germinate. It's been more than 2 weeks now, and there's no signs of anything, but then again, it's been really, really windy. And 2 days ago, we had frost. It was negative temperatures. So I don't know. Hey, Momo. She's not even supposed to be walking on the grass, but here she is. Yeah. So as you can see, everything's been pruned. This is the Port Sunshine Rose. That's sprouting its leaves. And there's an allium right there. And here is the Pilgrim. And you guys know these are David Austin roses, the ones that I'm naming right now. The lavender I actually have to sit down and prune, but I haven't because we threw seeds all over the grass, and we're trying not to step on the grass. And the hedges have been trimmed. Yep. And this is Lady Salisbury, and she's coming along fine. And had that really weird shaped cane. I don't know what happened to that, to be honest, but sprouting leaves. Not sure if I would get rid of it, but I will see. Here is a geranium. I believe that is Johnson's Blue. Excuse my sniffling. This is the Darcy Bustle, coming along fine. There is another geranium that I divided up actually from that main plant. So that's its brother. And here is the Dwarf Hydrangea Paniculata Limelight. Some daffodils and a summer phlox, which is coming along very nicely. All the old wood is basically being covered up. The new wood has risen. And this is my teasing Georgia. And I actually was able to train. This was a challenge actually to tie up, but the canes have been trained laterally, so now the shoots are coming up very, very nicely. So I believe I did a pretty good job there. And these two canes, they were so close together, but I didn't want to get rid of one of them. They're not actually touching, but we'll see how that goes later in the season. That one's coming along very nice. See the side shoots? Love that. And here's another lavender that I haven't pruned, and tulips that are coming up. And my tulips have divided themselves up so much this year. I'm going to be able to divide up some bulbs for next year. Kind of trying to cover the microphone here, but yeah, literally, I have an explosion of tulip bunches here. Yeah. Oh, this rose here is Tranquility, which is also a David Austin rose. Tulips. This rose, however, this is not a David Austin. This is called Leonardo Da Vinci. It's a very nice rose. I really, really like it. But it didn't do so great last year. But it looks like it's doing really, really good for now. And I have already fertilized. I fertilized really early spring with bone meal. And the plants seem to have reacted very, very nicely to that. Here is another one of my lavenders, which is looking extremely woody. So I don't know how good that's going to perform this year. And this rose is a German rose. It's a red rose. And I forget the name of it all the time, but I really, really like this rose. And here is another David Austin, and this is a Claire Austin. And it didn't climb. It wasn't doing so good for the first 2 years, but now it's starting to get like long stems. Started last year, actually. So it seems to be doing okay. Here is a geranium sanguinum. That's another type of geranium. A couple of tulips that decided to spread up right there. And on this corner, so windy. On this corner, I'm gonna plant right there. I'm gonna plant a hosta by that Hydrangea Paniculata. That is a rose Hansa, and in the middle, right there, that is another geranium. And I believe that is a Johnson's Blue. And that is a bare spot. I need to plant something. And those two rose bushes there, those are the Nostalgia rose. And I know that they call them something different in the US, but I can't remember what. But this is also going to be a terrace update, because if you guys don't remember, one of my last videos from last year, sorry, so much wind, we were building our deck out. So this is what we ended up with. And we are very, very happy with it. It looks so much nicer, so much whiter. The one thing that we haven't decided on is what kind of railing we're going to use. We got rid of the old one, but we also started to plant down on the hill, so we want access to that, which we can't get from this side because it's so steep. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. But as in terms of safety, I mean, the kids don't really go near the edge, never have, and Sadie's just getting older, so I do apologize about the wind. I'm so sorry. It's awful. I'm really trying not to pause the video. But see, here we have a very nice seating arrangement. We don't really have everything arranged the way we should. That's going to come, like, I guess when it gets warmer temps. We have a bolpanna, something, that's what we call it in Norwegian. This like grill type of thing. Seating arrangement there. That little bench is here because of the seeds that we sowed. Good God. The seeds that we sowed, so nothing's kind of disturbing the grass. But I'm going to show you where we planted, actually. Kids have had a blast planting plants down there. So we want access to that. And that's the reason why we haven't put anything up, actually. So what we did was planted some geraniums along the side. I'm not actually done, but see, we planted some creeping plants, some ground cover there, and then that little tree. That was one of our outdoor Christmas trees. This Christmas. So we planted it down there. It's so beautiful, and I felt bad just throwing it away. But yeah. So there's a bunch of like little wildflowers. I love those. And then we planted some of our own, where you see the bark. Momo. And I have stuff on these chairs so that they won't blow away, because we've lost them down the hill a couple times already. But yeah, this is what the deck looks like now, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it. And here is the allium that I had to take out of the ground. I felt so bad for doing that, but I potted it in a planter, and it seems to be doing okay. I was not expecting it to live, to be honest. We had to move it because of the construction that we had. And there are the plants that I need to plant, some more geraniums down by the terrace. And there's the hosta. So, yeah, this is basically my little garden tour for right now. Hopefully we'll get some grass. I'm not sure. We might have messed up on the whole thing. I don't know. And of course, there's a lot of kids yelling because everyone's out of school. Well, not really. I mean, they have online classes, but it's been so weird. this entire thing. It's pretty depressing. But anyway, that trampoline is not going to be there anymore. We have to buy a smaller one because we're going to build a small garage on that side because we need storage so bad. So that's going to be this year's project. I mean, last year's project was the terrace, but this year's project is going to be our garage. Not meant for cars. We don't like to park our cars inside a garage, mainly because the allowed space to build out there really isn't big. It's very small. So most of the garages that are in this neighborhood, they're not even used for cars. They're used for storage. The pansies are very happy right now. They're loving the sun. Got some right there. This rose, I don't know if it made it. I mean, it's not completely dead, but I don't see any sign of growth. But that's okay because I really want to replace. I've been wanting to replace that rose for years. And this rose is another red German rose whose name I can't remember again. I'll name it on the video. This is one of the best roses I've ever bought. It has such vigorous growth, and it performs so well. I'm just super, super happy with it. Look at those leaves. Yeah, it survived the winter in the pot too, so yeah. It's a very nice day. We've had so much wind lately that so many trees have been coming down, so can't really tell by this video, but if you go down there and actually walk around, you can see a whole bunch of downed trees. So yeah, here comes another gust. So that was my little tour for today. I hope that it was okay. It was pretty fast, mainly because it's so windy outside, but yeah, I will be videotaping more as the garden progresses and as I start adding things and stuff, or if I see that there's anything that there is to talk about. Yeah, but I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everybody's keeping healthy and safe, and lots of hugs and kisses from me.